Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, beautiful love light, to my channel, Heart Rhythm Healing. I hope the connection is going to be okay. I'm Jamie, Reiki Master and self proclaimed spiritual maestro. I view myself as a conductor of all of the energetics that exist all around us all the time. And I'm also the founder and creator of my business. I called Heart Rhythm Healing, again, through spiritual download that I received back in 2017 when I was um, going through my own Reiki attunements and deciding whether or not I wanted to do Reiki as as a business. And through conversations that I had with spirit, came up with the name Heart Rhythm Healing, and it resonated. And so that was really when I was like, okay, we're going to do this thing. And here I am several years later, still just on a journey, just traveling through life. And I was guided to do this a couple years ago. I happened across a YouTuber. Her link is in the description box below. Her name's Cassia. Her channel is Cosmic Consciousness with Cassia. And she introduced me to the Mayan Galactic Calendar. It's just a different way of viewing time. The notion that, time is money is very false. Time is actually art, and we can use it for creative purposes should we choose to get into that flow. So this has just been a journey. I am coming in here again. I'm on the journey, and I'm learning alongside each one of you. So any of you who know more than I do, please share. Or if I say something that inspires or ignites or resonates, share that. If you want to know your own galactic signature, I am a white spectral wizard. So my tribe is white wizard, and my tone of creation is the spectral tone. There's a link to 13moon.com's galactic signature, like decoder, I think is what they call it. So you can click on that and find your own. Share that with me. I would love to know what you are as well. Which a couple people have been, and I'm super grateful for that. I love the fact that this community is beginning to initiate. That's just super fun. And I am very thankful that each one of you are here and showing up and on the journey in this path with me. It truly is just a really wild and wonderful time to be alive, flowing through and recognizing more and more that we truly are creators, co-creating our experiences in the world. And if you are connected to or resonating with the Mayan Galactic Calendar, make no mistake, we are meant to connect. I really believe so. You are in the right place. I of all people recognize that I don't need to agree with you in in every aspect of your life. That to me is really not important at all. I think that we each have our own thoughts and ideas and ways of being based upon the information that we have gathered throughout this life, along with experiences that we have each undergone. And none of us experience things the same. Therefore, while we can be like-minded, we're not necessarily going to be in agreement. And especially now, it's so, I feel it's so strong. It's so potent inside of me, how critical it is to really get across to people that we don't need to agree, and we don't need to accept one another. I think that's a fallacy. We need to accept ourselves. And as we dive inward and get to know ourselves and truly love, honor, respect ourselves first, we will naturally begin to respect and love and understand each other. But it has to start from within. So it's this notion of we're looking for acceptance outside of ourselves without ever even giving it to ourselves first. And I think that's backwards. So again, I feel very strongly to get that message out. So hopefully that resonates with you. If not, that's okay. I'm certainly not everybody's, I guess, cup of tea or a cup of coffee or shot of whiskey or whatever, whatever it might resonate, drink of water. But I'm just here traveling through this life, trying to make sense for myself and inviting you all along on this journey. So I'm coming in here kind of late. So the lighting is, I'm not in my normal place. So the lighting isn't the best, but it is what it is. The information will still get out there. And I am not perfect, and I don't want my YouTube channel to be perfect. I mean, if I can improve the video quality, I guess I would love to do that. But I don't know. I kind of like, what is it? Low res, lo-fi. There's something authentic about that, where when it's, really highly produced, yeah, it might look great, but is it? Just because something looks good, does that mean that it is good? I think that we also need to really start questioning, why are we drawn to fake and inauthentic and overly produced and touched up and picture perfect white toothy grins and bright white eyes and flawless skin and perfectly coiffed hair? And again, like, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Just I'm always fascinated by the fact that people are so drawn to that, especially because I'm not. I really am. Like, I like people that are kind of ratty tatty, I like, so this is so bizarre. I can't believe I'm going to share this with you, but I'm going to tell you because why not? I really like, one of the things that oddly I like a look of men is bald heads and big beards. I don't know why, but that's something that I've always been attracted to. Or dreads. I love dreadlocks. I'm kind of a hippie at heart, so I like the more natural, like unkempt look. I just do. I always have. So that's more me. I'm going to be more natural. I don't wear makeup. I don't really care what my hair looks like. Don't get me wrong. I like to there are moments in time when I like to get dressed up and I like to look nice, but for the most part, I'm just me. And if you don't like me because I don't wear makeup, okay, that's fine. I mean, I've never used that as a reason to like or not like someone. I have, like, pretty much all of my girlfriends wear makeup, and I love them. I don't judge them for wanting to put on makeup, and they don't judge me for not wanting to wear makeup. So I just think it's interesting, like what we think, and who knows, maybe I'm being judgmental in that also. Probably. I mean, we all have judgment for reasons. They are for reasons for us to learn about, right? So I should unpack that. But it really has never bothered me. Like, I don't care. But I have what I like, and I like natural more than I like done up. Like, I would much rather anyway, it doesn't matter. I would much rather just be with people who are more interested in relationships and having a good time than looking presentable or picture perfect. But I struggle with that too. There are times when I want to. Anyway, truth be told, I know what I was saying. It's darker in here. Truth be told, I didn't know if I was going to come in here today. Just weekends with are kind of time with my family, and so I spend time with them. And but my boys are watching football, and I just had to inspire. Like, I was like, I'm gonna look at the calendar. I just am curious what day it is today, and I picked it up, and it's a galactic activation portal day, and I was like, oh man, I need to make a video. Like, today is too important of a day. And it's pretty cool, like how there's a couple things that stood out to me. Hopefully I'll remember to share them with y'all when we get there. Anyway, so I wanted to go through today. We are flowing through, again, I'm going to go top level down, and I don't have my notes, so this will be interesting. The red self-existing moon year, that's this 364 day year from July 26th of 2022 to July 25th of 2023. There are code keys that are woven to the thread of every single day, this 364-day cycle. And those code keys are for red moon. They are purifies, universal water, and flow. So those are in every single day. Again, the whole idea behind these code keys is to really like kind of close your eyes and feel the vibration of those words and the picture or the association or the insight that bubbles up within you when you close your eyes and you just hear the word purify. What do you think about? What comes up? And it's less about your mental, like mind, and more about your emotional, like feeling body. Like, what feeling does that word invoke within you? The whole idea behind diving into these code keys is getting your mental body out of the way and really seeking to begin to resonate with the vibrational quality of that word. So purify, universal water, flow. Those are going to be, I share them every day because they're a part of every day. So if that's getting old to you, sit with that. Why? Because it's a quality of every day that we need to be, that I feel, not need to be. It's coded into every day this year. So that's why I'm sharing it every day. Sorry. Then the code keys of the tone of creation, the self-existing tone, are define, measure, form. Define, measure, form. We're also flowing through a 65-day season. This is the red Eastern serpent season of instinct. So throughout this 65-day cycle, which wraps up on Monday, January 23rd, we are sort of sitting within the space of our primal self, the instinct, the instinctual self, and intuitively just sort of really diving into and learning the lessons that we have within our lower chakras is really what. So your root chakra, your sacral chakra, and your solar plexus chakra, like what within those energetic hubs within your body, the like lower, it connects you with Mama Earth, it connects you to this physical plane, it connects you to the physical qualities of being human and fleshly, and being connected to a tribe or your family, your ancestry, and then also like your passions and creativity and relationships with people, and then your own like inner sense and source of power. Like these are all of the things that we should be exploring for this next week, really diving into and unpacking the lessons, really shedding all that no longer serves us within that instinctual primal self, and then really like anchoring into all of the things that do what really is important to us from the human part of what makes us us. And then the next level, we're going through a 52-day castle of time. That wraps up on Friday, February 3rd. And we are flowing through the green central castle of enchantment. And this is really, and again, I'm intuitively led, and just through reading and kind of getting more familiar with the word enchantment and what that means. It's really this quality of creation, right? That our thoughts, our words, and our actions, the more we can bring those things into alignment, the more like on like consciously and on purpose we can manifest our life and bring what we want into our life instead of maybe the things that we don't want. Because oftentimes when we're looking at our life and seeing all of the things that we don't like about our life or that we don't want in our lives, that's what we focus on. That's what we're thinking about. That's what we're talking about. And we continue to do the same thing over and over and over again. And that's why we continue to create the same thing. Whereas when we can really stop that cycle of focusing on what we don't like, what we don't want, hanging out with people that don't make us feel loved or supported or like whatever, right? Like it takes a lot of courage to step over that line to be like, I'm done. I'm done talking about what I don't want. I'm done focusing on all the things about my life that I don't like and that I want to change. And I'm going to start talking about my life the way that I want it to be. I'm going to start focusing on what I want. I'm going to be very thankful for everything that has gotten me to where I am right here, right now. And like, sit down, make a list of all of the things that you have in your life right now, even if it's one or two. Write down the really amazeballs things in your life. And I hope you put yourself on that list. You are amazing. You are a beautiful love light. Unique, put here on purpose for a purpose. You have a dharma. I'm going to take just a quick moment to make this, to again, let everyone know, anyone who tunes into these videos, I want you to know that if that sounds like something that you are really like desiring, like, oh my gosh, I really want to start focusing on the life that I want, but it's so hard. Like it's really hard to not focus on what you see and the things, because there's a lag time. So as you shift your thoughts and begin to start focusing on what you want, you're still attracting all the things that you were focusing on for the last several years. You're still attracting that because there's a gestation period where, like, you plant those seeds, you start planting the seeds of what you want, and then again you need to nourish and water and allow light on those seeds, right, in order for them to grow. But there's a gestation period. They hang out being planted in the soil, and then they crack open and they start to drop roots, and then they start to, the leaves, kind of move up, and it takes time before they break out and you see the fruit of the planting of that seed, right? So it takes time. So you start, maybe you start saying affirmations, or you start focusing on what you want. And, like maybe, for the first couple days, like you're like, yeah, this is awesome. And then day, 10 rolls around and boom, something that you've been like, that you really don't like, that continues to spiral back around, just hits you square in the chest, right in the nose, whatever. And you're like, oh, this isn't working. I'm focused on positive. I'm doing the affirmations, and here I actually don't want, because it showed up again, right? And we talk about and we think about, and we are like, what we see is very prevalent versus what we're seeking to create. So if that's something that you're really wanting to break the cycle of, it is something in my space. That's what I'm creating it for. So I'm not creating a space to spiritually bypass. So I just want to make sure, for anybody who might put that thought in your head, that's not what this is about. I am all for, you have to be real with yourself. You have to unpack all of your own bullshit. But that's your responsibility, no one else's. So I am on my journey. I am consistently unpacking my baggage as it comes up. And there are days that I have really, I have really great days, and I have some really shitty days too. I'm just like y'all. I've just been on the path longer, and I stay focused on the positive more often than I don't. But I sit with it and I pull out the lessons, and I'm thankful. When people trigger me, I go to gratitude. I'm like, oh, yes, thank you. I get an opportunity to look at something that needs healing or that needs to be addressed. Not the other person, me. Me. I do. Anyway, my space, the paid subscription space, the Harmonic Vibrational Attunement Ensemble, that is exactly what that place is for. It is for all of us to gather together and to speak into existence and stay very hyper-focused on what it is that we want to create. It is not a space to come in and air your dirty laundry. All of us have garbage and crap and anchors holding us stuck in the muck of where we don't want to be. And there's so many places online that we can go, and people will happily like entertain that and help us go through that. And again, there's a need for that. I'm not talking about spiritual bypassing, but that's not the space I'm creating. I'm creating the creation station. I'm creating the space where we are only talking about that which we want to create. It is a problem. It's not even problem solving. It is a creative solution space where this is what I want. What are the, like, what do y'all think? How can I get there? What are some steps I can take? And then not to like poo poo anyone's ideas or tell them they can't do it or tell them that's crazy, or no, it is 100% a place where we come and we celebrate all of the wild and wacky and crazy ideas that any one of us can dream up. That's the space that I'm creating. And within that space, there's also healing, energy healing that I offer every single day, no matter where you are in the world. When you are a paid subscriber in the Harmonic Vibrational Attunement Ensemble, that payment is giving me permission as an energy healer to send and transmit that energy, life force, healing energy to and through you for your highest benefit. It is uniquely and specifically coded for you and you alone, to gift to you exactly what you need in that now moment so that you can begin to ascend and resonate at higher and higher and higher frequencies. And then again, we come together on Tune In Tuesday and we all steep in that energy. And I do a card pull, I do a guided meditation, I send the energy healing, I share messages from the energetics that are around us at that time, just little like tidbits that have been coming up for me that I think are going to be, that will help us get through the week. And that's it. And then I have this huge vision, like as that group grows, the things that I offer within that space are also going to grow. One of the things that I want to do is get singing bowls and tuning forks and a gong and offer sound healing sessions. I want to bring in like all different kinds of alternative healing therapies and information and financials and like all that stuff to share. So bring in like, people that's what their gift is, and allow them to shine and share within that space so that we all begin to learn from each other and heal within and create within that space. So I have some really big ideas I have for this space, and it just starts, I'm starting at the ground level. I'm starting at where I'm at right now and seeking to grow that space. So if that's something that you feel like you would really benefit from and resonate with, come on over, or if you want to sit in the free space, it's the harmonic.us if you just kind of want to get used to the mighty network and where I'm at. Or if you know of someone who might be interested in that, send them to my YouTube channel when they can start kind of getting to know me a little bit better and how my crazy all over the map self, because I am neurodivergent. And I think that is good medicine. Hard to follow, but good medicine. And yeah, so if there's other people that you think would resonate with me, invite them to my channel right here, Heart Rhythm Healing, and we can get to know each other. And if it makes sense for them to come to the Harmonic Vibrational Attunement Ensemble, awesome. Because yeah, we're in this green central castle of enchantment, and aligning our thoughts, words, and actions is a good thing to do during this time. Next up, we have our 28-day lunar cycle, which we are in the resonant moon of attunement, which again, this is another reason why I thought it was really important for me to pop in here today on this galactic activation portal day, because we are in the resonant tone today under the resonant moon of attunement. And so, yeah, I thought it was important for me to be here. And so again, I'm all about taking inspired action. And so Spirit really was nudging me to come in here. So that's why I'm here. It's not my normal time. Again, I like to do it in front of my window with natural lighting, but I really felt on my heart that it was important for me to come in here. So here I am. The code keys for the resonant moon of attunement, which are threaded through each day, this 28-day cycle, which wraps up on Monday, February 6th. Those words are channel, inspire, attunement. There's a quote that goes along with the resonant moon of attunement this month from Pima Yanga, and it is, to follow your own authentic inspiration is to follow a truly divine inner guide. So again, I want to help people cultivate their own inner guide. You are coded and equipped with every single solitary thing you need to heal and develop and grow into exactly who you were meant to become. And that's who I want to help you be, is who you truly are, your unique, authentic self, harmonizing with your highest expression to the best of our ability. That is what I want for all of us. All right. Then we have our 13-day wave spell. There is a link in the description box below to the Astro Dream Advisor listing of all of the questions that are tied to each day of the tones of creation during a wave spell, and then a deeper, more richer breakdown of the quality of the galactic signature of the day. So I'm going to be reading from that. If y'all want to follow along, again, that link is in the description box below. But the code keys for Blue Eagle, let me find them, are creates, vision, mind. And again, that flows until Friday, January 20th. So this Friday is when that wraps up. And then we flow into a yellow star wave spell. Okay. Today, that brings us to today. We're wrapping up the day. And here I'm coming in to share about it. But we are in a galactic activation portal, which is, again, what triggered me to, that really inspired me to come in here. I was like, oh no, this is too important of a day. I need to come and hang within this space and whoever shows up. So it is a Red Resonant Dragon day and a galactic activation portal. So again, galactic activation portals, they make this symbol right here. Oops. This symbol symbolizes on the calendar. So right here, this red, oh my goodness, Red Resonant Dragon, you see this symbol up in the corner. Can you see that? That signifies the galactic activation portal. So this symbol signifies a galactic activation portal day. These days invite you to enter gateways of expanded consciousness and amplify your awareness of energy flows and information exchange. Within the 260-day galactic cycle, there are 52 portals. These specific kin form the loom of the Maya, which is a bilateral symmetry pattern, again, and it looks like, I think what they're about to tell us, that reflects the basic pattern of our DNA double helix. Integrating the galactic code of light, I just love this idea, y'all. Integrating the galactic code of light into the genetic code of life. This portal information, and this is what stuck out to me. This was why I was like, okay, I have to come in here. This portal formation is a resonant structure. And again, we're at tone 7 today, which is the resonant tone. So I was like, okay, we need to come in here and do this together. We need to talk about this together. And then I also want to do a quick little kind of like a guided activation meditation at the end of this. So for anyone who sticks around, that's going to be a little special treat because I haven't really, oh my gosh, you guys, my hair. I haven't even, there I am, me not caring about my hair. I'm caring about my hair. See, just like that. Look at that, how quickly it comes back around like, yeah, you really do. I just don't put too much care and concern into it. But I do care. This portal formation is a resonant structure linked to the activation of our full DNA potential. So again, I want to do like a quick little guided meditation to call in the energetics of this galactic activation portal to really like anchor and bind these resonant structure, the formation of a resonant structure that's linked to the activation of our full DNA potential. Like, I want that for all of us. Like, yes, let's fully activate our DNA coding. That galactic code of light linked to our galactic code of life. Genetic code of life. Excuse me. All right, so Red Resonant Dragon. I'm going to read about the Red Dragon. So this is the first tribe. So we're coming back around to number 1. The red tribes are associated with the east direction, and the quality of the east is initiates. Okay, so something is being initiated. Something's being initiated in this galactic activation portal, y'all. Something. The code keys. So again, these the vibrational quality of these words are going to be really like coded into our genetic code of life, our DNA. Nurtures, birth, being. The quote for Red Dragon comes from the Tao Te Ching, and it is, quote, "Love the world as your own self. Then you can truly care for all things." All right. Red Dragon represents the beginning, the primal source, the mother of life. Primordial waters, the birther, the initiator. Dragon is the overseer, shepherd of the vulnerable, the provider. As individual beings, we are each a part which contains memory of the whole. As we sense all life to be one source, we access empathy, patience, and kindness. By nurturing others, we are nurturing our oneness, invoking grace to nourish our shared life. The love we meet life with will also love us back. I'm going to read that again. The love we meet life with will also love us back. So again, it's that what you receive what you give. But you first have to receive it. So you have to love yourself, and then you're able to give love, and then you receive love, and it becomes this beautiful cycle. Likewise, let us be reminded that as we holistically care for our own well-being, we are inherently vitalizing the whole. Red Dragon provokes us to inquire, what precedes the captivating story entitled My Life? What underlies all that we do, all that we are, all that is? Being. We access this state when we simply feel the life which animates us, free of all agenda, free of all aim, free of the need to produce or achieve. With nothing to prove and nowhere to go, we are immersed into the fulfillment of pure existence, a realm of effortless essence. As ancient wisdom directs, quote, established in being, perform action. So again, once you are established in being who you're meant to be, that's when you perform action and begin to create consciously, on purpose, with a purpose, all that you really truly want to bring to the world and create, instead of just swinging and missing is what I'm thinking of, but I'm sure there's a better way to say that. Throwing things against the wall to see what sticks, right? Like, no, like, do it on purpose. Be very intentional. Red Dragon assures, the universe is conspiring on our behalf. Birth new beginnings. Embrace new ways of seeing. Every moment is a new creation. And then we wrap with a quote by Maharishi Mahesh, the yogi. When thinking stops, being takes over. So those are some of the qualities that are flowing through in this galactic activation portal. But we also have this resonant tone of creation that's flowing through. And those code keys are, again, channel, inspire, attunement. We start with a quote from The Mayan Factor, a book by Jose Arguelles. 7 has its unique symmetry relation to 1 and 13, the alpha and the omega of the Mayan number harmonic. At the center of the pattern, 7 represents the magic by which the whole holds together. So I just got an intuitive hit that part of this galactic activation portal is, so again, 7 is the middle of the, it holds the whole together, right? Like our heart center is what holds our light body together, like the chakra system together. It's the center point. It's what fuses both the lower chakras and the upper chakras. Like they meld and mix and meld together in your heart. Like I've always gotten this idea. That's why there are 2 colors associated with the heart chakra. We have green and pink. Green is that association with the lower chakras, and pink is that association with the spirit and the upper chakras. So it all mixes and melds in this heart. And so I really feel like this galactic activation portal, this resonant tone of channeling, inspiring, and attunement, right? It's calling that in and activating us at a heart level, possibly even like higher heart level, is really what's coming up for me. So I just wanted to share that too. Humans are resonant beings. Whatever energies we are exposed to, we have the ability to resonate with or vibrate at like frequency. Notice, for example, how our moods can be influenced by the channel on the radio, or the emotional, physiological, or mental states which are evoked by the music's vibration. By accessing keen perception of energies and vibrations, we can be more selective of what we bring into our field of play. This discernment directs us to find our own state of right alignment within any situation, as well as surround ourselves with what inspires us. I love that. Surround yourself with what inspires you. Our mystic power is the strength of our personal attunement. Oh, is that bothering y'all as much as it's bothering me? Let me see if I can't tuck that under. Maybe it's not bothering y'all. It's bothering me though. Okay. The power of 7 is demonstrated as the central mystic. Wait, did I skip something? Hang on, y'all. Just a second. Sorry. Our mental states which are evoked by the music's vibration. Okay, I'm going to back up. I'm going to reread this just to make sure that I read the whole thing. This discernment directs us to find our own state of right alignment within any situation, as well as surround ourselves with what inspires us. Our mystic power is the strength of our personal attunement. The power of 7 is demonstrated as the central mystical channel by the 7 energy centers, known as chakras, which resonate through the conduits of our human spines. From our base root survival center to our highest crown illumination center, each chakra is a sensitive receptor and transmitter. So again, it goes back to receiving so that you can give or transmit what you want to. The cumulative vibration of the 7 chakras determines our being's frequency at each moment. As creative channels, we bring spirit into matter according to the frequencies we are attuned to. So, again, that's the law of manifestation. As creative channels, we bring spirit into matter according to the frequencies we are attuned to. So, what frequencies are you attuning yourself to? What are you listening to? What words are enchanting your mental body? And are they the words and ideas and pictures that you want to be enchanting you? Be very careful. Truly, like, it is so important what we feed our minds. When we encounter the 7th chamber of the 13-day wave spell cycle, resonant imparts. Vibration creates resonant structure, which is felt and perceived on many levels. Acknowledge the frequencies you are surfing at any given moment. Exercise your ability to assist others vibrationally. Allow inspiration to move through the sacred corridor. Be directed. Follow the frequencies that serve you. Attune your vessel. All right, so now we have our, what do you call it? Daily affirmation, right? I channel in order to nurture. Inspiring being. I seal the input of birth with the resonant tone of attunement. I am guided by the power of space. I'm going to read that one more time. I channel in order to nurture. Inspiring being. I seal the input of birth with the resonant tone of attunement. I am guided by the power of space. And now we're going to read day 7 from the Astro Dream Advisor and the Blue Eagle Wave Spell. So let's see, day 7, the question to sort of mull over in our mind and heart. What can I do to stand in the light of my full mystical power? Whew, I love that. What can I do to stand in the light of my full mystical power? Red Dragon qualities. Source of life. Breakthrough. Divine nurturance and support. Receptivity. Primordial mother. Undivided primal waters. Primal trust. Nourishment. Birth. Red Dragon. Primal trust means making choices with no guarantees, knowing that divine nurturance will provide what is needed for your journey. It means making choices moment by moment, implicitly trusting your innate steering mechanism of heart knowing. Primal trust implies surrendering to the will of the divine self, letting go of what your ego deems to be control of the outcomes in your life. It means deeply trusting the processes that are at work within your present spiral of evolution. The energy of Red Dragon asks you to embrace the depth of your receptivity. Perhaps you have been taught that it's better to give than to receive. Giving is a powerful way to learn how to receive, but it is not the whole picture. There is a circuit of completion in giving and receiving that happens within you and in your external world at the same time. If you trust unconditionally in the giving, you are not attached to how the gift is received. When you freely give, you fill your cup with sweet waters, which you can then offer innocently and purely to another. Know on one level that your gift is poured out universally, regardless of how it appears to be received. However, when the gift comes from ego, it is limited by expectations and conditions. Love just is. It is neither given nor taken. Rather, it is simply discovered and allowed. It is also a great gift to allow others to give fully to you. For in your receptivity, the circuit of love is completed. Love is all that is. And by completing the circuit of giving and receiving on the physical plane, you form an infinite loop that continually expands into new octaves of expression on other planes. Trust in the larger pattern to provide what you need. Open to receive. Communicate your feelings, desires, and dreams. Woo. Nice. All right. So normally this is when I wrap it up. However, I want to do a quick I guess activation of sorts, really calling in the energetics of today through that galactic activation portal to link the galactic codes of light with our genetic code of life and begin to create that resonant structure on this resonant tone of creation day under the resonant tone of attunement month. So again, these are the alignments that were taking place that really inspired me to come in here. It was an important day, and y'all are so important to me, and this is important to me. It's really something that I've connected with, and it's very weird in a wild and wonderful way. The Mayan culture just continues to unfold and open up to me. I'm almost on the daily now, somewhere in my vortex, I either hear or see something about the Mayan culture. It's just so cool. The synchronicities that begin to happen when you're really tuned in and paying attention. It's and allowing that in, okay. And even it started for me with repeating numbers. That's when I really it's crazy how often I see repetitive numbers. And it's only because way back when I started to notice, 1111 or 222 or 999 or all I just would be like, oh my gosh, repeating numbers. Anyway, and then I started taking it more and more seriously, looking into the messages. What are you seeking to teach me? What do you want to show me? Speak to me. Spirit, speak to me. And the more I ask Spirit to speak to me, the more that Spirit speaks to me, which is pretty cool. And so that is another invitation that I offer, is to just allow time and opportunity for your highest expression of self to speak. Because we are spirit, having a very human experience. All right, so if you don't want to do the guided meditation, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you and your time. Truly, it's the most precious gift that we can give to one another. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button or the bell if you want to get notified when I go live. Or just whenever you feel like it, come back. You're welcome to come and go at will. Again, you are sovereign. You are a sovereign being, and that to me is it's one of my top 3 equal values. I have a 3 and top, my top 1 is 3 and 1. So sovereignty is one of those. Freedom. You are free to do. I don't want you to ever feel bound or obligated or that you have to participate. You don't. And but I do appreciate that you're here right now. So thank you. And for those of you who want to do this little quick guided meditation and call in those activations, we're going to do that right now. So I'm going to invite you to get comfy, to get snuggled in wherever you find yourself. If you are on a walk, perfect. If you are driving in your car, perfect. Make sure that you pay attention, but you can allow yourself to sort of draw in and come into your own inner space while still staying aware of what's going on around you. We have that ability. But if you're in a space where it's safe to do so, I want you to really snuggle in, whether it's on your feet. If it's more comfortable for you to stand. If you want to sit down, take a seat. If you want to recline, do that. If you want to lie all the way down flat on a bed or a couch or the floor, whatever, wherever you feel supported and comfortable, so that you're safe where you are right here, right now. That's what I'm asking. For those of you, again, where it's safe to do so, I like to close my eyes, so that's what I am going to do. I invite you to do the same, or you can just soften your gaze, or again, if you are driving in your car, obviously don't close your eyes. That wouldn't be very smart. So just sort of, again, just like if you're driving or if you're walking where you need to like keep your wits about you, just pull your energy in tight to like real close to what's your like physical outline, or if you can really concentrate your energy back to your heart space and just really stay focused on your breath and your heart. And as long as you do that while you're doing whatever else, we're golden. Okay, so again, snuggle in. And when I say snuggle in, that's what I mean. Call your energy so that it's all nice and tight and like wrapping you like a blanket, right? Just begin to slow and deepen your breath. Allow your muscles to begin to release and relax. Slow, deep, intentional breaths through your nose all the way down to your pelvic floor, and release out of your mouth, preferably with some type of sound, a sigh, an om, a shh, whatever feels right for you. But that vibrational quality of your exhale, I have found to be really releasing. There's something about it that's just vibrationally powerful. Really focus on deep, slow, intentional breaths. Begin to feel yourself kind of drop in. Really just feel that like downshift. Kind of settled in, anchored into your spirit and physical body. Feeling the expansion of all of your cells and everything within you on your in-breath, and then the squeezing or wringing out, the detoxification and the contraction on your exhale. Really release. Breathing in, expansion. Breathing out, really contracting and squeezing out all that no longer serves you. Just allowing that to purge. Now I'm going to invite you to just catch a wave with your breath. Allow it to really flow into just this natural, relaxed rhythm that feels super supportive and smooth within your energetic body. Just really begin to flow fluidly with your breath. Maintain your conscious awareness of your breathing. And we are going to move our awareness into our heart space. Kind of feeling that breath flow through that heart center, back and forth. Calling in that resonant tone of creation, that number 7 that anchors the alpha and the omega of the 13 tones. Calling that into our heart center. Really feeling that resonant tone of creation beginning to activate within our heart space. Linking up the galactic code of light with our genetic code of life, and allowing all of that to take place inside our heart center. And then allowing all of those activated cellular codes to begin to flow from our heart all the way through our circulatory system, carrying it to every single solitary cell and tissue and organ within our body. Really allowing those activations to take place in our heart center, knowing and trusting that it will flow out from that space. And it's happening. You might feel it, you might not. We're calling in that potent, resonant tone that's open and activated during this galactic activation portal. We're calling that into our energetic being right here, this heart center. Allowing it in, allowing it to link up, cultivating and turning on, activating, attuning our vessel to that which will help us move forward potently and powerfully, stepping into our true, authentic being. That's what this red dragon offers us, this sense of being, birthing, creating who we are here to be. That's what this is offering us. Attuning our vessel to our highest expression of self, that essence self, so that we can really gain clarity and birth who we are here to be. I love that. Thank you. Begin to deepen your breath again, begin to energize, activate, really allow all of those newly coded photons, particles, cells to begin to circulate throughout our entire physical body, gifting us exactly what we need. Again, this is so uniquely and specifically coded for you, beautiful love light, and you alone, no one else. Slowly, 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 slowly come back into your physical body, into your physical space. Begin to find movement in your fingers and your toes, wherever it feels supportive. And when it feels right for you, bat your eyelashes open and come back into this space. And know and trust that you have received, you've opened yourself up and you have graciously received, right? This is all about the receiving, divinely coded for you and your genetic code of life, activating that DNA, those higher heart activations. I'm so grateful. I'm grateful for this day. I'm grateful that Spirit guided me to come in here with all of y'all. I hope that you came in here. If you did, let me know. Let me know that you came in here to see this. Let me know what you felt or experienced during that very quick little connection, because it really truly can be that fast and that simple. It doesn't need to take a ton of time because, again, time is a man-made construct and it can happen instantly. It does happen instantly. So it's just a function of really like allowing yourself to kind of downshift and really drop into that space where you're like, oh yes, this is what I crave. And this is when I can connect with that essence self and really know and trust that all of the things that I need, I am fully equipped with. And I can turn them off and on at will just by intending to do so. So just by sitting here, setting the intention to allow those genetic codes of light to flow in for each one of us, that's all it takes. So thank you so much for hanging with me, going through my little guided meditation. I just, love light. If you only knew how much I love you, I do. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for gifting me your time and presence. I'm so appreciative. This was much longer than any of my other ones. But again, I wanted that little treat at the end, that guided meditation. So thank you for coming in here. I hope that this blessed you. Again, please share with me anything that's come up for you or things that have been happening. If you've been kind of traveling through these last, several videos with me, let me know you're here. I want to start that community. I want to initiate those relationships. I want to get to know you. So yeah, anyway, until we meet again, whether it's tomorrow or the day after that or whenever I come in here again, I just want you to know that I so just really enjoy coming in here, and this has been fun for me. I hope it is for you too. And I truly, truly, truly love you. And until we meet again, beautiful love light, go shine.